know that that's on me.
Never had a moment where I ever questioned you. You already know that. I ain't never stressed with ya. Love me and you own that. That's why I'm so impressed with ya, blessed with ya. If you haven't noticed, I am at my best with ya, yeah. Yeah, they know you're my heart. Yeah, they know I'm about you. I hate when we're apart, 'cause I love me, you.
Hey. Welcome back. As you can see by the title of this video, and we're going to discuss some of the brands we will be canceling starting yesterday for their controversial actions or statements during this time, during the movement, and that's on period. Okay, so the first brand we're going to discuss, mind you guys, I'm very in tune with like social media as far as like what's going on. News wise, I don't watch the news. I never watch the news because the news, it's always been bad, but that's why I've never watched it. And the older I get, believe it or not, the least I want to watch it, because now I'm old enough to know that the media does what it wants to do. It paints whatever picture they want you to see. The media has always loved to create this negative image of black people. Please forgive these loud neighbors of mine and they dang on fireworks that they done had going on for 10 days in a row. Yeah. So a lot of these brands and big corporations have decided that all of a sudden now, because of George Floyd's death, rest in peace to him, and Breonna Taylor and Ahmaud Arbery, and so many countless more that have lost their lives in the days from George Floyd's death to now, still going on as we're protesting and as we're out here fighting for this. It's still going on. But anyways, brands and corporations all of a sudden want to make a statement and have diversity for their brand and putting more black people in the positions that we rightfully deserve and should have been in a long time ago. There are also brands who have lost their doggone mind. It's a time and a place. During this time, it's just not. I need these brands and corporations to learn what cultural sensitivity is, so they wouldn't continue to have these issues. Because y'all know Black Twitter, we gonna air them out, period. If you're on Twitter, you already know. And that's why I don't watch the news. I go on Twitter because I get the real tea, the real story, raw footage. The news is going to show you what they want you to see, and they're going to make you believe whatever they want you to believe. And that is how they portray the image for black people, as negative, as criminals, as this and this. It's nonsense. So, yeah. Being on Twitter and seeing a lot of the things that I've been seeing and keeping up with what's going on, the raw footage, as opposed to watching the news, child, I have gathered my own information on some of these raggedy brands that we're going to be leaving in 2020 because they think it's the game. I wrote down some of the top ones in the last week that I've seen, 5 of them. And I'm going to tell you why also. Anna Wintour, Miss Vogue. Yeah, she just wilded out a little bit. These bigger publications are usually the ones that are like this. It's just wild because as a black creator, as a young female and black creator, it's always been like, for me, that's always been like one of those things. Is like, if you make it to Vogue, you made it. Like, you know, like that's always something that I would see as like a major accomplishment, working with Vogue or having my work featured in Vogue. I've worked with Vogue as an intern assistant for like a shoot or two in the past, and I can say myself, being there, I felt out of place. I don't want to say out of place, but I felt uncomfortable, because being a black girl in the fashion industry, as I know a lot of other black girls can vouch for this, it's always uncomfortable most times, because most of the time you're probably the only one in the room and the vibes are just really weird. They're really weird. So Miss Anna Wintour came out her mouth and said basically they don't have the resources or space to accommodate black creators, and they haven't figured out how to find black creators. What kind of BS is that, Anna? Are you serious? Sis, stop playing with me. It's just wild to me because once you start looking back at things, you notice that Vogue, when do you ever see black people in Vogue? As much inspiration as we give these big publications like Vogue and Cosmopolitan and, you know, all this, it's just like, are you kidding me? We are your biggest muse, your biggest inspiration. You put a freaking afro on Kindle for, are you kidding me? For her to say that, it's just like, yeah, you're canceled. There's no, nope. No. Number 2, Virgil. Virgil lost his cotton picking mind, child. He lost his mind. If you all don't know, Virgil, Mr. OffWhite himself, first of all, he was making comments about the looting. And as I said in my last video, I'm not going to say looting is right, but I'm not going to say it's wrong either. And that's my take on that. But he was making comments about that, and then he went to donate money to the Black Lives Matter movement. This man will screenshot a $50 donation, but not one OffWhite product is below $500. That's the starting price point. Are you kidding me? It was like a slap in the face, and we all felt like he was trying to be funny because it's like he was already talking crazy, making these comments. So how dare you? After this, he decided to be out here emailing streetwear brands, trying to get them to promote him and basically help him get his blackness back. Are you kidding me? Boy, if you don't get out of here, see, no. OffWhite ain't never got my money and won't get my money now. It was crazy because we was all so excited because he was like the first black man to be in this type of position and blah, blah, blah. And it was just like, boy, what? You serious? Or what were you thinking? No, you can't have your blackness back. Boy, bye. Move. Yeah, he's canceled. Cancel. Won't get my money. And when I say cancel, that's exactly what I mean. Starbucks. I'm not surprised because if you aren't aware, Starbucks supposedly uses child labor and prison labor in other countries, in third world countries basically. Which is what a lot of these brands and big businesses do. They do that. That's the whole purpose. That's the whole purpose of mass incarceration. It's all still slavery. We'll get into that on another video. But anywho, Starbucks went on to say they will be banning their employees from wearing anything that supports the Black Lives Matter movement. It was canceled. And you know, Black Twitter went in on him. So then, of course, like every other brand loves to do, they wanted to formally apologize. Nobody want to hear that, boo. You've been canceled. We going to Dunkin' Donuts, period. Next. Your coffee is like not even that good. Are you kidding me? It's overpriced and it's not that good. You get like this much coffee and the rest ice for $7. Stop playing with me. Move along, sis. Move along. ChickfilA. I don't know. ChickfilA. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I love ChickfilA, okay? I really love ChickfilA. And it bothers me because I love ChickfilA so much. But this is the second time, y'all. I let them slide the first time. And I shouldn't have let them slide when they pulled that whole thing. I believe it was after Michael Brown's death. The riots were. And it was a Chick-fil-A out there wearing Blue Lives Matter shirts. What is a blue life? Like, when did y'all come up with this stupid nonsense? What is a blue life? That doesn't make sense. And I let it slide because I was thinking maybe, you know, I don't know what I was thinking. But I was trying to make an excuse for them because I love Chick-fil-A. But now I have had it up to here. 2 times, you out. They were sending an email talking about if you were protesting, don't tell anybody you work at Chick-fil-A. Basically the same thing that Starbucks was on. Basically, we don't want you to support that movement, not in our establishment. Canceled. Because if you're telling people that they can't support the movement, that means you don't support it. So you're canceled. Bye, next. Doll skill. This girl, she is out of her mind, okay? She is out of her mind. Sis gonna post a picture with the police after they've been shooting rubber bullets and throwing tear gas at the protesters and harassing the black protesters. They were guarding her store, and she made some comment about in their stance like they should be something. I forgot what it was, but it was along those lines. And then she gonna tag Black Lives Matter. Girl, Girl, do not play with me. Apparently, she's been doing a lot of things. This is not her first incident. She had some shirts with slogans on them, supporting this rape culture and making fun of it, and then rips off smaller designers and takes their designs. The same thing Fashion Nova be on. And yeah, so, you know, Black Twitter aired her out, got her out of there, and in less than like 12 hours, sis was already on camera. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not what I meant. This is what it means, and let's address the shirt too. Bye. Bye. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. So many people were canceling her. A lot of the brands that she works with, they were making whole statements on their page like, we do not affiliate ourselves with Doll Skill. We are so disappointed in her comments and blah blah blah. Like, she lost a lot of money, and that just goes to show that these companies only act like they care. It's all performatives because they trying to protect their money. Because that's the only reason she wanted to apologize, just like the rest of these companies. So keep canceling them, period. And they're going to learn today. So yeah, those are just the top 5 brands in the last few days that I have gathered. Not today. Bruh, y'all killing me with these fireworks. Yeah, so please be sure to let me know if you know of any other brands I need to add. These ones that I said will never get my money or never again get my money. I'm not spending my money with these people or supporting them. I'm not here for the performatives and all oh, we want diversity now. Stop playing. You didn't want it before, don't want it now. Because you don't want it now, you're only putting on a show. Do better. Do better. If you knew better, you do better. Black Lives Matter, always have, always will, and this country would be nothing without Black lives. Period. And I said what I said. See you guys next week. Bye.